We were writing music for Toto's Tamboo album, 1995, and I was working out of Mike Porcaro's studio at the bottom of his neighbor's garden. And it's a studio that I actually wired up for him and made it more of a working studio. I had a small drum kit in there, probably 5 tom-toms. That to me is small. And Luke came over one day and he said, "Hey, I got a song. Can we demo it?" I went, "Sure, absolutely." So we did all the demos for that album in that little studio. Played it on the it was like a Rhodes sound, I think, originally. And I went, "Ooh, that's interesting." And I said, "You know, what I'm hearing is kind of a very Peter Gabriel approach to this, not standard drum groove at all." And he said, "Well, okay, play me, what do you think?" I have no idea what that original demo was like, even what I played, but it was along the lines of some sort of tom-tom pattern. And that was it. And true Lukather fashion, we were done in less than an hour. Fast forward to the actual recording. We're in Capitol Studio A. I couldn't remember what I played. I was fumbling around trying to get, what the hell did I play? And we had a little listen to it, and David Page, he said, "The drum groove doesn't sound right." And I said, "Yeah, I know. Dave, I can't remember what the hell I played, you know?" So I went out and somehow it came together. I don't know how it did, but it did. Then we tracked it. It was like 1 take, 2 takes, and it was done. Once I'd figured out what I was playing, everybody else was doing great. It was the drummer that held everything up. This is a classic example of how to use dynamics on the bass drum. It's a very integral part of this groove. And I don't think people really realize what actually goes in. I'm playing 4 on the kick drum, 4 quarter notes, but it's the way I'm playing them that is very different. I'm going to play you the way it should not sound like. That is not the way to play this. Every quarter note, the same velocity? No, it sounds horrible. So what this is the first beat of every bar is fairly loud. But 2, 3, and 4 are really quite quiet. Now, listen to the groove played like that. It has to be incredibly smooth, incredibly even, and almost to the point of monotony. There should not be any variation at all, tonally. Because even though I don't specifically tune the drums to the track, it's my tuning. It's the way it works out, and the toms seem to fit perfectly with the key that we're playing in and the melody that Luke is singing. The other thing is, because it's a whole tom-tom groove, I don't particularly want snare buzz through it, but also I don't want the snare drum in it as well, like this. It's not the right groove. So I release snares on actually in all the snares, so there's no snare buzz, it's just tom-toms. And then when I go to the chorus, I make sure I do the tom fill with just one hand and the kick drum, and then put the snares on, like this. I was a little slow putting the snares on that time, but as you see in the performance, I managed to do it with plenty of time. And of course, after the chorus, remember to switch them off again. So there are certain tunes that I actually do that. I take the snares off because it just suits that song, and then whip them on very quickly for whatever the next section is.
And I don't know
Inside of Drumeo, I have performed a few other tunes and a few breakdown sections where you see what's really going on, so feel free to check out those other videos.